All right, hello and welcome everyone. I will wait a couple more seconds so that everyone can join the stream. So yes, just be patient for a couple of seconds and then we will start right off. All right, and I can see that we have our first viewers. So hello and welcome to today's new and AI stream. It's been quite some time since we had our last new and AI stream, so there's a lot of new and exciting things that I can present to you today. So yeah, really excited for this. All right, and I think we can just kick it off right now. So the first big thing is, of course, the GPT store. So OpenAI has released the GPT store. This is what it looks like. You probably visited by now, but it's still very exciting. You can see that there are some hand-picked features GPT that OpenAI kind of selects and then puts them up here on this featured part of the GPT store. Then we have the trending, which is probably just by the amount of messages that were sent to this GPT. And then we also have like different categories. So these are created by ChatGPT, so we already know all of these. We have the GPTs that are using the Dolly feature within the assistants or custom GPTs. Then we have some more categories. So we have writing, productivity, research and analysis, programming, education, and lifestyle. Yes, so this is really exciting because GPTs are very easy to create. And yeah, they can be very useful if you have something specific that you need to work on. So let's jump over to the blog posts of OpenAI. So yeah, they are basically writing about that they now release the GPT store, how you can be included, and then something here that is very exciting in my opinion. So builders can earn based on GPT usage. This is not published yet, but yeah, they announced it right here. So US builders will be able to actually receive cash if their GPT is used a lot, which is also very exciting. Yeah, and it's very exciting to see like how much you will actually be paid for, let's say, a single message. Yeah, so yeah, this is really cool. There are already, I think, 3 million GPTs out there, so there's really something for every use case. So this is how you can find like any GPTs that you are looking for. So you can just type in anything here. So let's go for mind map, mind map, and you can see that there are already like tons of mind map GPTs in here. So yeah, it's really useful if you want to do something specific. Yeah, and you can also connect these GPTs to APIs, which are basically just services that run on a server that can do a specific thing. So yeah, you can do a lot more than only using the code interpreter or Dolly to create images. Yeah, so that's really exciting, and I hope we will see tons and tons of like useful GPTs in the future. All right, then let's hop over to our next topic. I will just zoom in here a little bit so everyone can see it better. So Ollama, if you don't know it, is a library that makes it super easy to run language models locally on your PC. Usually this is a pain to set up. Every language model is a bit different, and Ollama kind of concentrates all this into a single program slash software. And it's really exciting because Ollama now has vision support for the Lava model. Yeah, this is how you can run it. So you install it, it's super easy to do, and then you run Ollama run and then the model name. And here down here you can see which models are available. There are tons of models that you can use. The Mistral model, also Phi 2, which is a really new model, and also the Lava model down here. So yeah, super cool to see these vision capabilities within such software. Yeah, and I can only recommend using this Ollama if you want to run language models locally or multimodal models locally. It's very nice. All right, so the next thing is also a GitHub repository. It's called Vanna, and we have already seen these kinds of projects before, but this is very kind of big, or this has a lot of features. So Vanna is an open source Python RAG, especially for SQL generation and related things. So this is nothing new. We already seen kind of software that generates SQL statements and then pulls out all the data that's relevant and then creates an answer from this data. But down here, this is really nice to see. So Vanna AI makes it possible to connect any SQL database, any vector storage, and any language model with any front end. So you really have a lot of flexibility here on how you want to build your application. So yeah, some applications might use a vector database, some applications might use the SQL database. Front ends are also very different all the time. And of course, the language model, you don't have to use OpenAI or any closed source model. You can also use like Llama 2, for example, as an open source model. So yeah, that's super exciting. Um, and it's very easy to use. So yeah, if you want to build large language model applications that use some kind of SQL or database retrieval mechanisms, it's a super cool thing to have this. Yeah, and yeah, you can just use this. Then the next project is Portkey, and this is kind of similar, but it's about a much broader range of applications. So you can see right here with Portkey, there's also these things right here. That's what I'm looking for. So Portkey makes it possible to connect with tons of different LLM providers. So you don't have to kind of rewrite all the code for specific providers and APIs. You can just use Portkey and then switch the model very easily, which is very nice because I know from experience I was using a language model, but then I wanted to switch the language model, and it was a pain to actually do this because I had to rewrite all my code, kind of implement a new approach to other APIs. So this feature alone here is great. But then there's more. So we have the fallback. For example, if a model provider is down, but your application is still online, you of course need some other language model that needs to respond to user queries. So yeah, you can also do fallbacks. So this is just an example right here, Hugging Face is down, and then it just kind of falls back to Azure provider, which is really, really nice. Then of course, automatic retries. Um, we all know that sometimes things don't work, and these automatic retries are not a thing in most client libraries. So yeah, that's super cool. And then of course you also have load balancing. Yes, and they open sourced the entire software just a couple of days ago. So it's really exciting to see this. Yeah, and it's probably very useful if you are integrating this in your AI application. All right, let's jump over to the next thing, which is also very, very exciting. This is something that comes from Google Research. It's a new video model. It's called VideoPoet for zero-shot video generation. And there's more to this. So here you already have some really great examples. So down here we have the prompt. So a dog listening to music with headphones, detailed 8K. It's super high quality. Very, very nice to see this. We have seen this gradual improvement of language or of video generation models. They seem to get better by the hour. Also this with exploding pumpkin right here is very nice. But there's more you can do. So you can, for example, also set the style. And this is text to video, but there's more that you can do with this model. So you can do video to audio. So let's listen into the dog eating popcorn at the cinema. Super cool. Let's hear the teddy bear that plays the drums. Super cool to see this. Yeah, there are also some more examples. If you want to check this out on your own, you can find the link down in the description. So yeah, super exciting to actually see video to audio. You don't see this every day. And then we can have a look at this short video that Bart generated the prompts about the story, and then they used the video generation model to actually produce these short clips. So let's listen in or see here.
In the Amazon raccoon forest lives Rookie the raccoon and his family. Rookie loves to play soccer with his friends, collect acorns from the trees, swim in the river, and catch fish. But what he loves most is exploring new places and sniffing new smells. Except he's never made it out of the vast forest. Every night he dreams of seeing exotic places like Times Square and the Golden Gate Bridge. One day he sees a portal of yellow light, and his curiosity makes him step inside. Suddenly, he's falling through a long tunnel which takes him to Paris. I've never seen anything like it, he says. And then to the Great Barrier Reef and even the South Pole, where he makes some new friends, before visiting the ISS and ultimately the planet Androida, where the locals didn't speak raccoon, which makes him miss the raccoon forest, and especially his family. Rookie quickly finds his way back home. He's so happy to be back with his friends, but also grateful for his adventures. I guess he's not such a rookie anymore.
So yeah, really cool to see this. The quality is amazing. Unfortunately, this model is not implemented yet, so we don't have any code or anything to run this. But they published the research, and I'm sure that we will have an implementation very soon. Yes. We can also see right here that we can do these kinds of narratives. So a walking figure made out of water, and then we kind of see other things. So that's really cool. So we have this video right here, and then we have the added explosion in the background. Very exciting. And so VideoPoet normally outputs videos that are 2 seconds long, which is not a lot, and this has been an issue for most video generation models. But what you can do right here is actually kind of continue the generation 1 second at a time to get longer videos, and you can see right here that the results are pretty good. So for example, this right here, the teddy bears holding hands. Yeah, it's like 5-6 seconds long. And yeah, the coherence between all the frames is very nice. Yes, let's see what else is there here to highlight. This is something very, very amazing. So we have not text to video generation, but image to video generation. And the quality is also pretty amazing. So right here, we have this kind of spraying water into the air. This is our input image. This is our output video. So the model really understands what is happening in the image and makes a super nice animation out of it. There's also more, this image right here, this kind of sinking ship. And then we have the video right here. Really amazing results. Yes. Alright, yeah, if you want to check this out, link is down in the description. Yeah, let's hop over to our next topic, which is also a Git project. So this is called Git Chat, and we have seen these kinds of applications before. So Git Chat is a chatbot that is able to search and answer questions about your GitHub repository. This is like super useful, especially for onboarding people into your repository. Often you have tons of questions about the repository that you need to have answered, but you kind of waste a lot of time if you dig around in the code yourself. So this repository right here makes it super easy to index your entire GitHub repository and then have this kind of Q&A about it. The interface is also super nice. So right here you can see this is the interface. So this was a pre-made question. So please summarize the README file. And this is some Sublime repo. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but yeah, it's just a GitHub repository. And you can see that you get a nice summary about the GitHub README file, which is super nice to have and very good as kind of internal organization software, or also for your personal projects or open source contributions. So yeah, really exciting to see this. You can find all the links down in the description. If you're interested to actually build with these new technologies, make sure to check out lablab.ai. The next GPT AI hackathon is currently live. And of course, we also have more upcoming hackathons. So yeah, make sure to check out LabLab, enroll in a hackathon if you're interested, find an awesome team, and build epic applications. So yeah, I hope this was very helpful for you today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. So